Easy to normal. Okay. Series of unfortunate events. What unfortunate events were those? And now I'm extra curious. Yo, what's up? You sound so soft. Turn you up.
Soft.
Your volume sounds soft. There, that's better. What's good, man? So it was wasn't that fun?
Not really, to be honest. And I don't like to say that because like Crash paid for me to go and stuff. So like, you know, I'm glad I got to go, and I'm glad I got to see him and hang out with my friends and stuff. That was still good. There's still a lot of like, you know, fun shit like happening on the trip, but the con itself was not very fun.
How'd you miss? So what were the unfortunate? How did you not get Suda's autograph?
So fucking cringe. We woke up and left extremely early just to get the autograph for me.
Yeah.
So Suda was at the start of the con. He was there at like, the con opened at 11. His autographs were at like 2:30.
Okay.
So he was pretty early. First day. We got there at 1. Yeah, we got there at 1. And they had still not sorted out their fucking system for giving out the badges. So normally how it works is there's this big conference room, like ballroom type of deal, and you go in there and there's like these like concert ticket lines, right, or like airport lines or whatever, the little barriers they put up to like sort everyone out. That room was full of people, and there was like, I don't know, maybe 20 people in there giving out badges. This con has, like, I would say, I don't even know, bro. There's probably multiple thousands of people there, for sure. So, this is day 1, first 3 hours of the con. They don't have their shit together, so that the room for the actual pass distribution is, like, really fucking crowded and packed. So, everyone else is trying to find where the line continues from that room, because it's so full. So we're all just kind of like standing around in random ass lines with no organization or direction, or nobody else around giving out passes. Like there wasn't like extra employees around like, alright guys, form a line in front of me, form a line in front of me. Like no, that wasn't happening. So because that shit was happening, I ended up standing in line, or all of us did, for an hour and a half. Waiting to get the badge, because I couldn't go anywhere without a badge. They don't let you go. So I literally had to wait an hour and a half in line for the badge, even though we got there well over an hour early for his autographs.
Okay.
And then when that happened, I was like, okay, well his autographs just started, so I should be fine, I think. So I was like, okay, I have to find his room, and the directions in the map were so shit that I couldn't. I did the most optimal routing. I literally did the most optimal routing to get there, and it wasn't enough. But I just went based on memory. It was like, okay, it's in Hall C, Building B. I'm like, okay, I think I know where that is. So I went straight there instantly, frame 1 after I got my badge. Like my friends were like hovering around doing shit. I was like, nope, I'm gone. Peace. I didn't even say bye. I was just gone.
Yeah, you were on a mission.
I literally was. I literally called it a mission too. The whole trip, I was like, dude, this is my mission, bro. It's the only mission, my main quest. If I can't achieve this, it's fucked. So I went downstairs. First of all, this venue is massive. I would say it's probably like a mile across, just the venue itself. Like literally. So I probably walked a straight mile from the badge like passing area all the way to the back of the venue, the opposite side that we came in from, down the stairs where all the vending and the artist alley and shit was, Because they had, for some reason, they had the earlier entrances to the artist alley closed. So they're like, oh, you gotta walk further down the fucking venue. So I walked even further, went downstairs, walked backwards to where I was supposed to enter at. All that shit, all that walking and bullshit, that shit took like 35 minutes. And it wasn't even me being slow. I was literally speed running, bro. So, it took 35 minutes. It was now like 3 o'clock. 3:05, I think it was when I got there. And I got there, and his autograph started at 2, I think, actually. So I got there at 3:05, and I was like, dude, there's no way. Like, I just barely made it. Like, they gotta let me do it, right? And I got there, and I saw some people get in line. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. All right, I made it. So I go up there, and the dude's like, I was like, I didn't see the start of the line again because nothing is fucking organized. So I'm like, yo, where's the line? And the dude's like, oh yeah, I just closed it, bro. Sorry. I'm like, dude, for real, man. I was like, they took so long giving out passes, bro. You can't squeeze me in, dude. He was like, nah, sorry, man. It's because he has to go. He's on a tight schedule. Like, but he'll be here tomorrow. And I was like, okay, so he'll be here signing autographs tomorrow. And they're like, yeah, he'll be here before his panel. I was like, okay. So
nice.
I was like, all right, all right, cool. I have another chance. So day 1 of the con was pretty boring. Nothing happened. That was my only mission for the day. It failed. So I was like, okay, nothing for me to do. I'm just gonna follow my buddies around and see what they get into. None of them were really getting into anything. Because day 1, nothing's really happening. So.
Charlotte, clean up first. Clean up the other stuff first, please.
They didn't really do shit. We were just kind of rotting around.
Clean up.
I think.
Okay, but clean up.
I think some of my buddies ended up going to some kind of concert or some shit.
It sounds like you didn't do anything the first day.
No, I didn't at all. Like there weren't. I looked through the whole schedule. There weren't any panels or anything that's happening.
There was no game.
I'm pretty sure.
There was no game room or anything.
The game room. I looked at what gaming events they had that year, and it was just shitty. It was like GoldenEye 64 tournament. I don't even play that game. Like I don't even have nostalgia for that game, so I was like, whatever. It's not gonna be high level, so I'm not gonna watch it. And then there was some kind of speed running event, but I didn't get to watch it because it was really early in the day the next day. It's like 10 a.m. Saturday or some shit. I just couldn't get there.
Okay.
And I wasn't interested. It was like some fucking Super Metroid bullshit, so I didn't care. What else was there? There was like some Mortal Kombat tournament and some Smash Ultimate tournament. That was like the only gaming events. They didn't even have like side events this time. Last time they had like a Smash Remix tournament, like the 64 mod.
What happened to the anime fighting game tournaments at anime conventions?
They don't have shit. I was like, bro, there was no gaming to be done. So
No,
I was like,
no
okay.
Clash of Ninja, no Budokai.
Nothing. Literally, no, at all. I literally looked through the gaming shit. I was like, maybe somebody here has some kind of anime game, like some fucking Grand Battle bullshit, like some random like anime game that isn't like, I don't know, a French bread game or something, you know, right? I was thinking somebody's gotta have something, some Naruto, Ultimate Ninja, nothing. So I was like, okay, well this gaming section is fucking garbage. It was too. Like last year it was pretty good. It was like a full ass like 3-table setup of CRTs, and there was like multiple consoles, and they had a lot of different games and events going on. There was nothing. So I was like, okay, no gaming either. I had my controllers with me. I was like, nope.
You
So
were
I just
ready. Okay.
Yeah, I was ready. I just went with my buddies, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not gaming either. That's fine. I'm not upset. I kind of expected not to game, which is cool. I hung out with them until it was time to go back to the room with Crash, and we went back kind of early. It was like 8 or 9 or something. And we walked back to the hotel. I was under the impression that the venue was pretty close, but it wasn't. It was like a 30-minute walk, so I was like, shit. I just wasn't expecting it. It's not even that bad. Like, really, the walk was not that bad, to be honest, because the way that you walk from his venue, you end up at the front of the venue, which means you're just instantly at the con immediately. You don't have to walk for 30 minutes halfway through the goddamn building just to get to the con. So, really, it's not that bad of a walk. It's just Atlanta sucks. But I didn't expect the long